All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're talking about the Los Angeles Chargers in tonight's video. What a phenomenal draft. Also, a very fun first name draft for this Chargers team. Kicking it off in the first round with Omari Hampton, getting Trey Harris in the second round. Keep in mind, this is a team that went 11-6 last season. They were not supposed to go 11-6 in the first season with Jim Harbaugh, and you see it at pick number 22. Let's just get into it. Omari Hampton, running back out of North Carolina, first round, pick number 22. Jim Harbaugh, Joe Horitz, they both get their guy. They speak confidently when they're introduced 1 year ago about their vision for the rushing attack over with the Los Angeles Chargers. And we knew Jim Harbaugh from the San Francisco 49ers. We knew him from the University of Michigan. We know how much he loves to run the football. And they did a fine job with what they had last season. J.K. Dobbins, resurgence, but they ranked 17th in the league in rushing. So you bring in Najee Harris, now you draft Omari Hampton, and he's going to be your future stud. You know, this is a first round running back. People are losing their minds out over Ashton Genty, and I think he's a really, really good running back. And, you know, the Chargers are going to be seeing a lot of him for the next couple of seasons. But, you know, Omari in the last two seasons, 3,164 rushing yards. That's only behind Genty. All right, so you now have the second best running back in the NFL, at least based on where they were drafted, and 4.29 yards after contact per attempt. That was in the 97th percentile for Omari Hampton in the last two seasons. North Carolina in general doesn't get too much. I mean, now Bill Belichick's the head coach there, so now they're going to get some hype. But North Carolina, not really. That's more of a college hoop school for the last 20 or so years. So Omari Hampton, people know he's a good running back. People watch the film. Scouts know he's a good running back. But situationally for this Chargers team, it makes it especially an A-plus move. And then even round 255, I love Trey Harris, and I was very, very happy to see him go to Los Angeles Chargers. 6'2", 205 pounds, huge target for Justin Herbert on the perimeter. This is now the second straight season that the Chargers are using a second-round pick on a wide receiver, Ladd McConkey. And if it ends up working out like it did with Ladd McConkey, I mean, who knows? You could have like a Jamar Chase, T. Higgins situation on your hands. But Harris led the FBS with 128.8 receiving yards per game last season. Now, he only played 8 games because of hip and groin injuries, but he posted his only 1,000 plus yard season. He caught 60 passes for 1,000 yards and 7 touchdowns, and also earned AP second team All-American honors. Now, he caught 7 touchdown passes from first round QB Jackson Dart and over 900 yards in his first 3 seasons, but his 95.0 receiving grade against man coverage is by far the best in his class. So we'll speak of more vertical threats in just a couple of draft picks with your tight end, but I absolutely loved the first 2 picks. I give it an A+ in Omari Hampton and Trey Harris. Round 328, Jamari Caldwell, defensive tackle out of Oregon. The dude just had a phenomenal season, but because of Poona Ford and Morgan Fox leaving in free agency, the interior defensive line was a huge need heading into the draft for this Chargers team. So keep in mind, they led the NFL in the fewest points per game allowed last year at only 17.7. Caldwell, 17 quarter pressures last year, tied for 6th amongst Big Ten defensive tackles. But just his ability to generate pressure on the QB from the interior, that's what you're looking for. That's why he was drafted to the Chargers team. You still got Thule, you still got Khalil Mack. I know more Bosa, but keep in mind he's also good against the run. 81.6 PFF run defensive grade last season at Oregon. This next guy, round 4, 125, Kyle Canard. Like I said, I'm a Gamecock fan, so it's a little bit biased, but Bud Dupree's 32, Khalil Mack's 34. They needed some youth. You still have Thule, last season, second round draft pick, led the team with 8.5 sacks. He's clearly the future. Kyle Canard also has versatility on the edge, played more outside linebacker in his only season at South Carolina last season, posted career highs with 184 pass rushing snaps and 80.2 pass rush in a 2-point stance. So more depth, more talent for the future at edge position for this team, which, like I said, because of Joey Bosa and because of Khalil Mack and Bud Dupree's age, or no more Bosa and those guys' age, needed youth. Got it last year, got it again this season. Round 5, 158, Keandre Lambert Smith, 7th wide receiver taken by LA in the past 3 drafts. That's the most in the NFL over that span. But the best part about this guy is he ran a 4.37 40-yard dash. That was ranked in the 94th percentile. And in his one lone season at Auburn, he posted a career-high 13.8-yard average depth of target. So this is a big-time play, vertical threat, speedster for Justin Herbert. Another vertical threat in round 5 at 165, Oren Gadson II, tight end out of Syracuse. Now, the tight end room's interesting because you guys just brought in Tyler Conklin, but long term, I know it's round 5, but tight ends are always so interesting when we're talking about the NFL draft. What I really liked about Gadson last season was he posted a 60.7% contested catch rate, but he also ranked second amongst all college football tight ends with 9 deep catches. So no matter what his role is, tight end 2, tight end 3, injuries always come up, whatever it is. He's definitely got my eye long term, especially for Justin Herbert. Posted 73 catches for 932 yards and 7 touchdowns last season at Syracuse. So, round 5 tight end, I'm really excited about it. I really am. Branson Taylor, round 6, 199, offensive lineman out of Pittsburgh. Huge dude. He's 6'6", 330 pounds. Now, he did suffer a season-ending knee injury in week 7, but he was having a really good season. Posted an impressive 76.4 pass blocking grade at the time of his injury. Now, he played tackle in college at Pittsburgh, but the Chargers like to move their linemen around, so don't be surprised if you see him playing guard on the interior in preseason this summer. Round 6, 214, RJ Mickens, safety out of Clemson. This is being touted as kind of the gem of the draft for the Los Angeles Chargers because your GM Joe Horitz really likes secondaries, or he wanted, I should say, secondaries heading into the season. That's exactly what RJ Mickens is going to help you do. He's going to help out on special teams. He's also going to see some safety snaps. Obviously, Derwin James usually in the nickel role. So safety, RJ Mickens, very versatile, son of the former NFL player Ray Mickens. Also earned an 89.8 PFF overall grade last season, so I like it. And then finally, another fun first name, Trequeze Bridges, cornerback from Florida. He had 38 tackles and 2 interceptions in his final season at Florida. Now, round 7, kind of tough to make a roster there. Interesting tidbit, last year's 7th round pick, wide receiver Cornelius Johnson, former player for Harbaugh at Michigan, did not make the practice squad, obviously didn't make the team, so it's not going to be an easy run at making the roster, but he does have over 2,000 defensive snaps over the past 4 seasons at both Oregon and Florida, so he's got plenty of experience. He's also 6'3", ran a 4.45 40-yard dash, so I like it. I'm liking what I see. I don't care that he's a 7th round pick. I'm liking what I'm hearing. Folks, I got to go watch the Rockets hopefully come back Game 7 against Golden State in the second half here, but I hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. Give me your favorite pick of the draft and your gem of the draft down below, and we'll see you in a couple of days. Peace.